In the serene village of Tsukigawa, where cherry blossoms paint the sky with hues of pink and white, lives a young boy named Hiroshi. Known for his reserved nature and academic brilliance, Hiroshi harbors a secret that isolates him from the village. This secret is a deep, unshakable fear of light. Years ago, a devastating fire swept through Hiroshi's family home. The flames, fueled by a violent windstorm, engulfed their modest house, destroying everything in its path. Hiroshi, who was just a child at the time, witnessed the inferno's ferocity and narrowly escaped with his life. The trauma of that night left him with a profound aversion to light. Even the gentle glow of a lantern or the soft illumination of a street lamp sends him into a state of panic. The villagers, unaware of the full extent of Hiroshi's ordeal, often whisper among themselves. Some view his behavior with curiosity, while others see it as a peculiar oddity. They notice how Hiroshi avoids daylight, shuns lamps, and stays in the darkest corners of his home. This isolation grows as his fear intensifies, creating a barrier between him and the rest of the community. Despite his struggles, Hiroshi's demeanor remains gentle and kind-hearted. He excels in his studies and helps his peers whenever possible, though he avoids participating in activities that involve light. His courage is hidden beneath a veil of fear, and his heart yearns for a way to overcome the shadows that haunt him. Little do the villagers know, Hiroshi's life is about to take a turn. A chance encounter with an old book in the village library will set him on a path that might just help him confront his deepest fears and find the light he so desperately needs. One crisp autumn afternoon, Hiroshi finds himself wandering through the village library, a quiet sanctuary filled with the musty aroma of old books. As he peruses the shelves, his fingers brush against a dusty, neglected volume. Its cover, adorned with faded gold symbols, catches his attention. Curious, Hiroshi carefully opens the book, revealing its fragile, yellowed pages. The book's contents are a mix of ancient legends and mysterious lore. Hiroshi's eyes widen as he reads about a mythical lantern said to possess the power to control light. The lantern, according to the book, was crafted by an ancient sage and hidden in the forest surrounding Tsukigawa. Its light could supposedly dispel any darkness and bring clarity to those who wielded it. The book also contains a cryptic map and detailed instructions about the lantern's location. Hiroshi's heart races with a mixture of hope and trepidation. The notion of a lantern that could control light and potentially help him overcome his fear intrigues him. Could this legendary artifact be the key to confronting his deepest anxieties? Driven by a newfound determination, Hiroshi decides to embark on a journey to find the lantern. He knows that this quest might be fraught with challenges and fears, but the promise of confronting his fear of light motivates him. Late into the night, he prepares for his expedition, gathering supplies and studying the book's map. As he stands at the edge of the forest the next morning, Hiroshi's anxiety mingles with excitement. The forest, dark and enigmatic, looms before him. With one last glance at the book, he steps into the shadows, guided by the hope that this journey might lead him to not only the lantern, but also a way to illuminate his own heart. With the first light of dawn filtering through the forest canopy, Hiroshi embarks on his quest. The forest surrounding Tsukigawa is dense and ancient, a labyrinth of towering trees and twisting vines. The sunlight barely penetrates the thick foliage, casting long, eerie shadows that play tricks on Hiroshi's imagination. Hiroshi clutches the book tightly as he follows the cryptic map, its worn edges flapping with each step. The deeper he ventures, the darker and more oppressive the forest becomes. The air grows cooler, and the forest floor is blanketed in a thick layer of fallen leaves, muffling his footsteps. Strange noises, rustling leaves, distant animal calls, and the occasional snap of a twig heighten his anxiety, causing his heart to race. As the day turns to dusk, Hiroshi's fear intensifies. The forest transforms into a realm of shadows, with only the faintest hints of light seeping through the dense canopy. His mind races, conjuring up visions of the fire that once tormented him. Despite his terror, he forces himself to push forward, each step a battle against the overwhelming dread. Suddenly, the path seems to disappear, leaving Hiroshi in a disorienting darkness. He takes a deep breath, recalling the book's instructions that mention a hidden marker, a unique tree with a distinctive knot. His fingers tremble as he searches the surrounding area, finally spotting the tree described in the book. He exhales in relief, finding a hidden path leading further into the forest. Night falls, and Hiroshi is enveloped in near-complete darkness. As Hiroshi emerges from the forest, the first light of dawn breaks through the trees, casting a gentle glow across the village of Tsukigawa. The once foreboding forest now seems less intimidating, its shadows no longer holding the same power over him. With a mythical lantern in hand, Hiroshi walks with a newfound sense of purpose and confidence. The villagers, who had once kept their distance due to Hiroshi's peculiar fear, notice the change in him. He approaches them with a warm smile and an open heart. The once isolated boy now engages with his neighbors, participating in community activities and sharing his story. His fear of light has been replaced with an appreciation for its beauty and significance. Hiroshi places the lantern in a prominent spot in the village square, where its gentle light serves as a symbol of hope and resilience. The villagers gather around, drawn by the lantern's soothing glow. They listen as Hiroshi recounts his journey, revealing the truth behind his fear and how he overcame it. Their initial curiosity turns into understanding and compassion. With time, the lantern becomes a beloved fixture in the village, its light a constant reminder of the strength found in confronting one's fears. The once distant Hiroshi is now a respected member of the community, his bravery inspiring others to face their own challenges with courage. As Hiroshi stands beneath the lantern's warm glow, he reflects on his journey. The shadows that once dominated his life have been replaced by a radiant light, both literal and metaphorical. He has learned that true strength lies in embracing and overcoming one's fears, and that light, far from being a source of dread, is a beacon of hope and transformation. In the luminous realm unveiled by the lantern, Hiroshi encounters an ethereal guardian, a figure radiating calm and wisdom. The guardian, bathed in a gentle light, approaches Hiroshi with a serene smile. "Welcome," the guardian says in a voice that echoes softly, like a soothing melody. "You have found the lantern and the light it brings. Now, it is time to confront your fears." Hiroshi's heart pounds as he listens. The guardian explains that the lantern's light symbolizes hope, courage, and inner strength. It is not a force to be feared, but a source of illumination for those who seek to understand their own darkness. Hiroshi's fear of light, the guardian reveals, stems from the trauma he experienced during the fire, a fear that has clouded his ability to see light as a beacon rather than a threat. The guardian gestures toward the glowing landscape around them. "This light is a part of you, Hiroshi. It represents the strength you possess but have yet to acknowledge." Hiroshi looks around at the beautiful, illuminated world, feeling a deep sense of connection and calm. The light is not overwhelming or dangerous. It is nurturing and transformative. Taking a deep breath, Hiroshi steps closer to the lantern, allowing its gentle glow to envelop him. As he does, he feels a profound shift within himself. The shadows of his past begin to recede, replaced by a sense of clarity and peace. He realizes that his fear of light was a barrier he had built to protect himself from the trauma of the fire. Now, standing in the light, he understands that it is a source of strength, not danger. The guardian nods approvingly. You have faced your fear and embraced the light within. This journey has shown you that courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to overcome it. Carry this lesson with you as you return to your world. With renewed confidence and a heart full of hope, Hiroshi prepares to leave the Radiant Realm. He carries with him the Guardian's wisdom and the Lantern's light, ready to face his future with a newfound sense of clarity and strength.